Has anything to do with the fair.
Yeah.
Their schedule's from 6 a.m. to 12 midnight every day. Yeah, but they're kids, they can hang with that. I would be in a hospital if I ran that schedule. But they can hang. All right, so Bentley, Josh. You're Bentley or Josh? I thought you were Bentley. Bentley, have you got something in the sack for me? All right. Where's Garrett the carrot? There he is. Well, go ahead. Help me out. Come on, hey, come here. You can help me with this today. Come on around here. Yeah. Got some backup. It's a bag of balls. Squishy balls. These are the kind that you throw at people with water in them. They're eyeballs. They don't look like eyeballs. In fact, this says they're water balls. So I'm going to go with the label, pack of 4. All right? So, what do water balls have to do with Scripture? That's a great question. Lily, why don't you help us out with that? Water balls. Supposed to soak those in water and then throw them at folks and it goes splat, I guess. Right? Well, sometimes when we're trying to build the kingdom of God, when we're trying to serve the good Lord, our best efforts sometimes wind up in a great big splat. Have you ever felt like that where you're just trying to serve the Lord and splat? That happened to my buddy John Mark in the book of Acts. He's over here and he's doing pretty good. I mean, he's not batting 1,000 by any stretch. But he wasn't expecting to whiff, but he whiffed. And the Apostle Paul got so bent out of shape with him that he actually refused to go out on any more missionary journeys with John Mark. Can you believe that? The great apostle got so bent out of shape that he refused to go on any more missionary journeys with John Mark because John Mark whiffed. Now, loved ones, we can get upset with ourselves, and we often do when we whiff, huh? And we can even get upset with other people when they whiff. But I would prefer that we got upset with the situation rather than necessarily with the people, and we learn to forgive quickly, because I'm going to tell you something that God did that Paul never saw coming. He took John Mark and he turned him into another missionary and sent him on a completely different path than what the Apostle Paul went on. So the Apostle Paul says, I can't trust this guy. He let me down right in the middle of the storm, and I'm not going to put my faith in him ever again in order to do ministry. But you know what God said? God says, Paul, I've got a plan for John Mark. I'm going to put him to work in the ministry. And you're going to be amazed at the things that he does. Now, what's interesting about that is in the New Testament, there are 2 books that are written by, 2 authors that never, 3 authors that never ran with Jesus, but yet they were part of the New Testament. One is the Apostle Paul. He didn't run with Jesus. He wasn't a part of the original posse. The other is Dr. Luke. He didn't run with the original posse, yet he wrote the Gospel of Luke and the book of Acts. And the other one is John Mark. The guy that Paul said, I can't trust you to do ministry. He's the author of the Gospel of Mark. So, if you do the best you can for Jesus and you find out that it just goes flat like a big old water ball full of juice or water or whatever, don't let it get you down. And don't let anybody tell you that you can't get up and serve God with grace and honor just because you whiffed. Amen? Because God has a way of taking people who repent of their sin and turning them into amazing powerful, strong people that he can use to bring honor to himself, the blessings and help to his kids. Amen? I think God does pretty good stuff, don't you? Right? So there you have it, kids. That was tough at first, but I think that doggone